I Want Answers is presented by the Grand River Dam Authority. Additional funding provided by the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, and by viewers like you.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
At RCB Bank, we know that if you want to build a strong future, you need a solid foundation. That's why, since 1936, RCB Bank has helped people and communities forge a path to a solid financial foundation. For more than 85 years, RCB Bank has been strong, stable, and ready to lend a hand. With more than 60 locations across Oklahoma and Kansas, RCB Bank is here to serve your banking needs. At RCB Bank, you truly are at home.
Coming up next on I Want Answers, we continue our 14th season with the Kansas Comets.
Yeah!
And the Preston Pirates.
Yeah.
Yippee! Woohoo! Coming up next. I'm Anna Berry, but you knew that. Welcome back to the 14th season of I Want Answers on RSU TV. So this season, we have 16 high school academic teams from all across Oklahoma. They're competing for a spot in our championship and a chance at $12,000 in scholarship money. Sounds good, right? Let's meet our teams for tonight's competition. Starting off with Kansas. All right, we've got team captain Nathaniel Della Pinta, senior. We've got Aiden Fawcett, also a senior. We've got Alexa Schwabe, a senior, and junior Dryden Pilcher. Welcome, Kansas. All right, let's meet our players from Preston. We've got team captain Chris Crow, senior. We've got Jaden Herring, also a senior. We've got Kiara DeVille, senior, and we've got a sophomore, Nevaeh Dukes. All right, Preston, this is your first time on I Want Answers. How y'all feeling?
Good.
Yeah,
great. Yeah.
Good to hear. Kansas, some of you have been here before. New for you. Dryden, how you guys feeling today?
Feeling pretty good.
Okay, I hear good. You hear what?
Fine, I guess.
Fine, good and fine. All right, audience, how we doing? At home, how you guys doing? Good. Well, guess what? I don't care. I do not care what y'all think. I don't care what you say. This is about what I want, right? And drum roll. What do I want?
Answers!
Yes, you know it. All right, let's begin tonight with the speed round.
First up, the speed round. The speed round consists of individual answered questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
All right, speed question 1. Which phylum of the animal kingdom includes more species than there are species of all other animal phyla combined? Kansas.
Mammalia?
No? Preston?
Bacterium?
No, it's the arthropod. Who was the Italian explorer who traveled extensively through Asia and whose travels are documented? Kansas?
Marco Polo?
Yes. Scientists tell us that a few 100 million years ago, some plants began to protect and spread their embryos in what? Preston?
Seeds?
Yes. What is the name of the largest economy in the world by GDP? Kansas?
China?
No? Preston?
United States?
Yes. The museum, which houses paintings such as The Night Watch and The Jewish Bride by Rembrandt, can be found in which capital city of his home nation? Preston?
Paris.
No. Kansas?
Amsterdam.
Yes. All right, we have a math question. If the secant of an angle is 2, what does the angle's measure in degrees? No one? Well, the answer is 60 degrees. What term refers to a person's inherent outlook, such as being sunny or melancholy? Preston?
Disposition.
Yes. What is the medical term for the voice box? Preston?
Larynx.
Yes. What is the name for a circular current within an ocean gyre, or a possible diminutive name for 11 past UK kings? Preston?
Current.
No. Eddy. It's an eddy. All right. Which British monarch ruled during the Golden Age, spanning from 1558 to 1603, and is known for resisting the Spanish Armada? Preston?
Elizabeth I.
Yes. What is the chemical formula for the universal solvent? Kansas?
H2O.
Yes. All right, we got a video question from the Will Rogers Memorial Museum.
Howdy, I'm Bart Taylor, the Will Rogers interpreter at the Will Rogers Museum in Claremore, Oklahoma. What was Will Rogers' nickname as he traveled around roping as a cowboy? This would also be his stage name.
Kansas?
Rope and Willie.
No. Preston?
Bill.
No. This is important information. So it is the Cherokee Kid. Now you know. All right, back to speed. The Russian-Canadian computer programmer was an important figure in cryptocurrency. He also co-founder of Bitcoin magazine. Name him. Preston?
Torvalds.
No. From Will Rogers to Bitcoin. His name was Vitalik Buterin. Okay, how do you say goodbye in Japanese? Preston?
Sayonara.
Yes. In which Australian state would you find the city of Adelaide, known for its arts festivals and coastal location? Preston?
Queensland.
No. Kansas?
New South Wales.
No, it's South Australia specifically. The Russian word semya means the same as the Italian word famiglia. What is the word in English? Kansas?
Family.
Yes. Oh, we've got another math question. Convert the polar equation tangent theta equals 2 into its Cartesian counterpart. Kansas?
120.
No. Well, I've never uttered these words, and I don't think I ever will again. The answer is y equals 2x. All right, what's the process in which glucose combines with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, water, and energy? Preston?
Respiration.
Yes. What major international financial center in Asia faced a pro-democracy movement and national security law in the 21st century? Kansas?
Hong Kong.
Yes. Which vitamin is known for its role in maintaining healthy vision? Kansas?
C.
No? Preston?
A.
Yes, vitamin A. All right, that bell means time's up for the speed round. The score stands at 50 Kansas, 80 Preston. Pretty close. Round 2 is coming up next. We'll be right back.
I'm Nathaniel Della Pinta with the Kansas High School academic team, and I'd rather be a noble in the 1300s, because who needs modern conveniences when you have servants giving you venison and exotic fruits?
I'm Aiden Fawcett, and I'd rather live in the 1300s as a noble because I feel they're much more memorable than just a middle-class man in the 1950s.
My name is Alexis Schwabe, and I'd rather live in the 1950s because I prefer 20th century medicine over the chance of getting the plague.
My name is Dryden Pilcher. I would rather live in the 1300s so I can run around with a sword and die of the bubonic plague at the ripe old age of 17.
All right, welcome back to I Want Answers on RSU TV. That's a great question. As much as I would love to be a noble in the 1300s, I'd love to dance to bebop and jazz in the 50s. So that's what I choose, the 50s. All right, you guys ready for more questions? Yeah, because the advantage round is coming your way next.
Next up, the advantage round. In this round, the teams face off by first attempting to answer a speed question. The team that answers correctly receives 10 points and the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 10 points each. After the 3 advantage questions, it's back to speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but the answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain.
All right, here's your first speed question. Oh, and it happens to be a video question from RSU Radio.
Hi, it's Abby with RSU Radio. What's the most streamed song on Spotify in 2024? A. Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. B. Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. C. Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Or D. As It Was by Harry Styles.
Kansas?
As It Was.
No. Preston?
Blinding Lights.
It was Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Yes, advantage for Preston. We have 1939 Wizard of Oz. Who was raising Dorothy?
Stepmother.
No. It's Auntie Em. Professor Marvel in Kansas becomes which character in Oz?
The Wizard.
Yes, the wizard. What is the name of the witch who gives Dorothy the slippers?
The Wicked Witch of the West.
No. Her name was Glinda. Okay, you guys got to go home and watch The Wizard of Oz. All right, back to speed. The Catcher in the Rye details how many days in the life of 16-year-old Holden Caulfield? Preston?
180.
No. Kansas?
3.
No, it was 2. What word refers to a soldier who serves in the armed services of a country that is not his own for payment? Kansas?
Mercenary.
Yes, advantage for Kansas. Egypt. What is the northern boundary of Lake Nasser?
Cairo.
No, it's the Aswan Dam. What pharaoh's tomb was opened in 1922?
Tutankhamun.
Yes. Which president was assassinated in 1981?
Al-Basar.
No, Anwar Sadat. Back to speed. Which mythological creature in northern Africa had the body of a lion with a human head? Preston.
Chimera.
No. Kansas?
Griffin.
No. It was the Sphinx. Egypt. All right. In which country would you find the archaeological site featuring an army of clay earthenware? Kansas?
China.
Yes. Advantage for Kansas, we have starts with Ang, A-N-G. Inflammatory disease of the heart.
Angiocardiosis.
No, it's angina. Psychological term, a gloomy feeling of anxiety.
Anger.
No, angst. A person who loves all things British.
Anglo.
No, it's an Anglophile. All right, back to speed. Praxiteles was among the first to humanize what country's gods and goddesses in sculpture? Kansas.
Greece.
Yes. Advantage for Kansas, grammar. A gerund is always used as what part of speech?
Noun.
Yes. What tense is used in the sentence, quote, they had already left?
Past.
No, it was past perfect or pluperfect. What punctuation mark is used for intentional omission?
Ellipsis. Ellipsis.
Yes. Back to speed. Louise May Alcott spent most of her life in what state? Preston.
Virginia?
No. Kansas?
Tennessee.
No, it was Massachusetts. What animation studio adopted the dancing desk lamp Luxo for its company logo? Preston?
Pixar?
Yes. Advantage for Preston, we've got R in geography. Ipanema Beach is located in which South American city?
Rio de Janeiro.
Yes. Dream to go there. Largest port in Europe, in the Netherlands.
Hagen.
No, Rotterdam. River from Switzerland to the North Sea.
Rhine.
Yes. Back to speed. The Dragerskina is a magical cloak, allows the wearer to change size and shape in which old mythology? Kansas.
Norse.
Yes. Advantage for Kansas, banned books. Who wrote Brave New World?
Aldous Huxley.
Yes. Good book. Who penned Catcher in the Rye?
Salinger.
Yes. Which author created Slaughterhouse-Five?
Heller.
No, Kurt Vonnegut. Back to speed. Qin Shi Huang was the first to hold which government title of his nation? Kansas?
President.
No. Preston?
Prime Minister?
No, it was the emperor. In January of 24, Russian travel agents offered the first tourist opportunities since before the pandemic to visit a luxury ski resort outside Pyongyang. In which country that usually, Preston?
North Korea?
Yes. All right, advantage for Preston. We've got year of the headline. Bolshevik Revolution in Russia.
1881.
No, it was 1917. FDR inaugurated as president.
What year was that? FDR? Yeah. 1939.
Nope, 1933. Men land on the moon.
Yeah, 1969.
Yes. Speed. Which powerful hurricane devastated New Orleans in 2005? Preston.
Katrina.
Yes. Advantage for Preston. We have state line. What state borders Arkansas to the north?
Missouri.
Yes. What state borders on 4 of the Great Lakes?
Michigan.
Yes. What state borders Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Nebraska, and South Dakota?
North Dakota.
No, Iowa. All right, well, that's all the time we have for the advantage round. The score now stands still pretty close. We've got Kansas at 140, Preston at 180. One more round left. We'll be right back.
I'm Christopher Crow. I'm with Preston High School. I would rather be a noble in the 13th century because I really want to meet the Danilovich family.
My name's Jaden Herring, and I would probably rather be a noble in the 1300s because I think it'd be really fun to hang out with the Danilovich family.
My name is Nevaeh Dukes, and I think I would rather be a noble in the 1300s because I have always been partial to the Danilovich family.
My name's Kiara DeVille, and I would like to be a noble in the 13th century because I've loved the Danilovich family since I was a wee lad.
All right, welcome back to I Want Answers on RSU TV. Who is the Danilevich family? That's my question, and I want an answer. All right, we're down to the final round of our competition tonight. It's the whirlwind round, and it's coming right up.
Next up, it's the whirlwind round. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of 3 categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer them. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Then the other team gets their turn at one of 3 remaining categories. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If any team correctly answers all 10 of their questions, they will receive 10 bonus points.
All right, Kansas, your team is trailing right now, so you get to pick one of these 3 categories. B in history, cliches, islands.
Let's get cliches.
Cliches for yourself?
Yes.
All right. So, give the second word of the 2-word cliches. Crocodile.
Alligator.
No. Moot.
Point.
Yes. Gala.
Fant.
No. Helping.
Hand.
Yes. Ample.
Help.
No. Brute.
Force.
Yes. Foregone.
Conclusion.
Yes. Beneath.
Me.
No. Far.
Away.
No. Dream.
Big.
Yes. Woo! Good job. All right. So, Preston, you get to choose between B, the letter B, in history, islands, or the United Nations.
B in history.
B in history. So answer these questions about B in history. Field Marshal Montgomery preferred to wear what soft cap?
Beret.
Yes. Name the French royal family with descendants now in Spain.
Pass.
Who was Prussian prime minister from 1862 to 1890?
Bismarck.
Yes. The Toulouse Inquisition forbade all laymen to read what?
Bible.
Yes. What U.S. naval officer was also a polar explorer?
Pass.
What empire did Justinian I rule from 527 to 565 AD?
Byzantine.
Yes. Who was the governor of Plymouth Colony from 1592 to 1622?
Brown.
No. What German word for lightning failed to demoralize the British as planned?
Blitzkrieg.
Yes. What oldest university in the Western world is found in Italy?
Pass.
Who was ousted by mutineers 3 times, including the Bounty?
Bly.
Yes. All right. Woo! Okay, good job, both teams. So after 3 rounds, the score is Kansas 190, Preston 240. But let's go back to a few speed questions to wrap up this game and see who's going to be our winner. All right. Once called living fossils due to their long fossil history, what lobe-finned fishes have been shown with DNA? Kansas?
Coelacanth?
Yes. I'm glad you have to pronounce that, not me. Oil that's been processed for use is called refined. Unrefined oil right out of the ground is, Preston?
Crude.
Yes. Which character starred in A Study in Scarlet, published in 1890? Preston?
Holmes.
Yes. Representative George Santos was expelled from Congress in December of 23 following a scathing report by which House committee that found substantial evidence of law-breaking by the New York Republican? Kansas?
January 6th.
No. Preston?
Justice Committee?
No, the Ethics Committee. What would this sentence be in past tense, but not past continuous? 5 children are singing solos in the choir. Kansas?
5 children sang solos in the choir.
Yes. Lack of movement in politics or of traffic at an intersection share what common term? Kansas?
Jam.
No. Preston?
Standstill?
No. Gridlock. Sing or recite the next line of the following children's song. If you're happy and you know it. Preston?
Clap your hands.
Yes, good job. Which technology uses radio waves to transmit data between devices, allowing information retrieval from most places? Kansas?
Bluetooth.
No. Preston?
Wi-Fi?
It is Wi-Fi, yes. A stress on a musical note or chord shares a name with a stress on a syllable or a letter in English. What word is that? Preston?
Annotation.
No? It's an accent. What event signaled the end of apartheid in South Africa? Kansas?
Nelson Mandela's imprisonment.
No? It was the release of Nelson Mandela from prison. Name the contender for the Democratic presidential nomination who was assassinated on June 5th, 1968. Preston?
Robert Kennedy?
Yes. In which country is Mount Kilimanjaro located? Kansas?
Ethiopia.
No. Preston?
Australia?
No. Tanzania. In 1805, Lewis and Clark reached what geographical goal after an 18-month trek? Kansas?
The source of the Mississippi.
No. Preston?
The Pacific Ocean?
Yes. Which cavity of the human heart receives deoxygenated blood? Preston?
Vena cava?
No. Kansas?
Vena Cava.
No. It is the right atrium. In Moscow, he escaped from a steel high-security van designed to transport prisoners in Siberia. Unfortunately, he never revealed how he did that, and he took his escape artist secrets to the grave in 1926. Can you name him? Preston?
Houdini?
Yes. A dot above a musical note indicates that it should be played shorter than normal. What term is indicated? Preston?
Staccato.
Yes. Mollusks and crustaceans extract which chemical element from the sea to help build their shells? Kansas?
Calcium.
Yes. What is the capital of Canada's largest province? Kansas?
Ontario.
No. Preston?
Toronto?
Yes. What is the name of the mischievous spirit in A Midsummer's Night's Dream? The time is up. The answer is Puck. How fun was that? All right, the bell concludes tonight's competition. The final score stands at 220 Kansas, 330 Preston. That means Preston is our winner tonight. Great job, Preston. All right, so as we look at our bracket, we see that Preston will advance to our next round. We'll see them again in a few weeks. Thank you, teams, for playing. Great job. Thank you, audience, for watching us as we showcase the knowledge of our local high school academic teams here in Oklahoma. Be sure to follow I Want Answers on Facebook and Instagram, and you can always catch up on past episodes anytime at rsu.tv. We'll see you next time for another exciting competition on I Want Answers.
I Want Answers is presented by the Grand River Dam Authority. Additional funding provided by the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, and by viewers like you.